What is up, YouTube? My name is Daniel, and you are tuning in to Life with Dan. Thanks to each and every single one of you who's checking out this video today. I'm excited to get into this one in particular because, as you can see from the title of the video, I have invested into a new company, Sonos. So this video is going to be simple and straightforward. What I'd like to get into today is what that company is all about, what they do, how they're doing financially. I've also already invested into the company, as I mentioned, so we'll be going into what my current position is and what my expectations are for how much I want to invest into the company moving forward. So again, thanks to all of you that are tuning into this channel for the very first time, and to those of you that are back again, welcome my brothers and sisters. It's good to see you all. We'll get into it right after the intro. So I was pretty excited to get into this stock in particular, guys, because I actually use one of their products. For those of you that haven't become familiar with the company yet, what Sonos is a California-based developer and manufacturer of wireless home audio products, including smart speakers. So they sell speakers and different types of audio products. I was actually introduced to the company by my father-in-law earlier this year. He gave me and my wife the Sonos Beam as a wedding gift, and I gotta say, as someone who loves music, someone who appreciates production and quality of mixing and mastering and the quality of the output of speakers, I gotta say, Sonos really has some amazing technology going over there. It's kind of cool that people at Sonos actually consider themselves the inventors of multi-room wireless home audio. They pride themselves on being a company that helps customers be able to listen to music anywhere in the house simultaneously. So you can have several speakers in a house playing the same song or playing different songs simultaneously because you can control a lot of their speakers from the Sonos app. The company packs on the fact that it supports more than 50 streaming services, has over 500 patents, and currently operates in more than 60 countries. A little history on Sonos, just to give us a little bit more context on the company. It was founded in 2002 in Santa Barbara, California, by John McFarlane, Craig Shelbourne, Tom Cullen, and Trung Mai. Sorry if I didn't say that right, Mai. They introduced their first product, the Zone Player, 3 years after starting the company in 2005, and since then have dropped several now discontinued products leading up until the ones we see now today that they've been dropping in recent months. One of the things that I really like about Sonos is the company culture that they seem to have. They kind of give me like Apple-esque vibes in the sense that they are really forward-thinking and care a lot about the customer experience. You'll see customer experience all over their investor relations page because it's central to what they're all about. It's just a very cool, very forward-thinking, very progressive company, and the fact that they're focused on the progression of music and enhancing the music listening experience, man, I just love it. I love the company altogether. And I'm sad that I didn't know about them sooner, so I could have bought into the stock at a cheaper price. But they're customer obsessed, guys. They're obsessed with getting the product right. I mean, there are articles out that talk about them having gone as far as to make a new plastic resin, to actually manufacture a new plastic resin, or have one manufactured. I don't know if they did it or if they had someone else do it, because of the fact that whatever was available at the time was making their products vibrate. I guess it was interfering with the full experience of the product. It might have been a minuscule thing, but they went as far as to produce a new plastic resin to put on their products so that they could get everything just right. That sounds like a company that's going to get it right, guys. That sounds like a company that's going to win, that's going to get things done. And as we can see from plenty of reviews out from all the different critiques and opinions that have been put out on the different products that they offer, seems like people enjoy Sonos, and all around the brand has a positive outlook behind it. After having made a few releases already this year, of different products, Sonos is looking at a wide number of products available out in the market. Currently, they have 8 powered speakers available, 4 of those being smart speakers, as we can see here. That includes the Move, the One, the One SL, and the Play 5. They also have 2 soundbars. That includes the Arc and the Beam, with the Beam being the one that I have currently. And they also have a television sound system, the Playbase, which is centered sound fidelity for your home kind of sound system. They also offer a subwoofer, which, side note, I particularly want to buy down the road because I, for one, love bass. I love sub, both in movies and especially in, music when it comes to like hip hop and things like that. So the subwoofer is one that I definitely am looking forward to buying down the road to, mix it in with my Beam. They also offer architectural sound speakers, which is, taking it back to when you would have speakers installed into your ceiling and your walls, maybe outdoors. They are continuing that trend and keeping the love for home audio experiences going, but with a more modern, sleeker design, as you can see here from their indoor, their ceiling, and their outdoor sound offerings. They also, alongside with these architectural sound products, offer an amp that can be considered the power base for those products if you use several of them. So definitely not a company that just has, 3 or 4 speakers out and a subwoofer. They have a lot of stuff going for them. I think that this is a company that will continue to innovate and will continue to put out, just different types of sound products that we could look forward to. They have a mission of putting out 2 new products every year, so that just excites me with regards to what they could possibly come up with. Actually, there are rumors, and I think it would be an amazing opportunity if Sonos was to go into this space, but there are rumors that Sonos might actually come out with a wireless headphone down the road. And what has people thinking that is the fact that they filed for a patent last year, as we can see here, for 2 different wireless headphone designs. So it looks like they were, starting to mess around with the idea of a wireless headphone. Definitely be one that's going to compete with top tier noise canceling headphones because of the fact that noise canceling is mentioned in the patent. So these headphones, if they exist and if they were to come out in the near future, would definitely compete with Sony's WH-1000s, which right now happen to be one of the best wireless noise canceling headphones that are out on the market. I actually have the Sony WH-1000s. These themselves are very sleek, very durable and efficient headphones. They sound amazing. The noise canceling works great. They're not too big a fit on the head. And they're not too bulky, they're not too clunky. Very satisfied with these headphones. So if Sonos was able to come out with something, like that or even better with the technology that they have, and I have high expectations that they would be able to do so. Getting into the headphone space, I think that would just be crazy opportunity for Sonos down the road. Now, granted, the headphone space is already very much crowded, and I would argue that it would be a very competitive, very difficult endeavor for Sonos to take on if they were to do so. But Sonos has already done such a good job at separating themselves as a higher price point brand, as a brand that provides higher quality. Thinking about how sleek and nice looking their speakers are, I can just imagine how nice these headphones would look. Another product I'm looking to throw on my Christmas list if those things come out this year. I think they'd be able to find a space for themselves with a very nice, sleek, high quality headphone that fits up there with the Bose and the Sony's type headphones. And that's not all, guys. Not only does Sonos, make and sell quality sound systems and speakers and different music devices, but they also are getting involved in ad revenue. At the same time that they had announced the release of their recent 3 products that they put out in June, the Arc, the Sub, Gen 3, and the 5, they also released Sonos Radio, a component of their app that is completely free to use for the customer, that is ad supported. It's basically their own take on, Apple Radio, Beats Radio, something like that. It includes over 60,000 radio stations. They have original playlists on there, original artist curation, and it runs ads. So not only are they taking in revenue from actual hardware and selling products, guys, but they're actually getting ad revenue from different companies, from maybe even artists that I'm assuming would want to brand themselves on there or something like that. But that's definitely exciting because, as many of us know, the ad world is one of the things that takes businesses skyrocketing. So the fact that they're getting involved with that, along with the fact that they're super focused on improving their sound products consistently, just excites me even more for what could be potentially high returns on this company's stock. So now that we've looked at a little bit about what Sonos is all about, what the company culture is like, what products they offer, and what things they have going for them, let's look under the hood. What are the financials looking like? How are they doing with regards to their recent earnings? What guidance are they giving for the rest of the year? And kind of look at what the outlook is for them going forward as an investor. Sonos actually just came out with their fiscal third quarter 2020 results last month in August. Their fiscal 2020 is about to end actually September 30th. So just to put that out there for you guys. As we can see here, revenue for quarter 3 was $249.3 million, which was only down 4% year over year compared to Q3 2019. They launched 3 products in May, like I mentioned, and they saw very strong demand right out the gate for those, for the Arc, the Play, and the Sub. And one thing that's very important important to note, as we can see here in their letter to the shareholders from their earnings report, is that they saw record direct-to-consumer revenue. That's what that DTC means, direct-to-consumer, which means they saw an increase in direct sales rather than someone buying from a Best Buy, someone buying directly from Sonos kind of deal. The big increase in D2C revenue was thanks to all the investment that they've been making. I guess they've been putting a lot of money towards direct-to-consumer chains recently, so they're seeing the fruits of that labor now. As we can see, the actual number increase on their direct-to-consumer revenue was a 299% increase year over year. Their quarter did so good, according to the CEO, that they actually ran out of inventory before the quarter ended. They were out of stock of some of their products before quarter ended, and so that's obviously not a great thing in the sense that they missed out on revenue. But what that tells me is that they were under anticipating how much they were going to be doing in sales, and fourth quarter might be looking pretty dang good for the company. As the CEO mentioned, they see continued strength and momentum going forward, and they actually are on track for their 15th straight year of revenue growth. That is amazing, guys. 15 years in a row, they've grown their revenue. I think that's impressive, and I think it will get even bigger as they go on, as they continue to introduce new products. Now that they've introduced Sonos Radio and will continue to bring in ad revenue, I think Sonos is right now at a turning point, even with the fact that it's been consistently raising its revenue. With the holiday season right around the corner and the fact that retailers are desperate to get all kinds of sales going on and everything so that we can get people pumping money back into retail for the holidays and things like that, I see a lot of opportunity for Sonos in the short term. Obviously, what I try to put out there is that you don't take a short-term approach to things, but it's just a point to be made that right now Sonos is on fire and it's having a hot streak, and I think that streak will continue to show itself down the road at the end of the year. So finally, with all of that said, guys, we can go ahead and move on to the final part of the video where we go over my current Sonos position, what I see for the stock moving forward, short and longer term, and kind of what my goals are with regards to how much money I actually plan to invest in Sonos stock in particular. It started getting dark on me in the other room, so I just decided that I would pause and finish the rest of the video back here inside the office. Of course, as always, that stock was purchased in Robinhood, my most trusted app. And as we can see here, guys, as of Friday, September 11th, Sonos finished trading at around $13 a share with what happened in after hours. It went down a little bit, 1.06% it seems, after hours. And as we can see here, I currently have 50 shares in total for a market value of $650.06 as of market close on Friday. My average cost is $12.93, which is right at around where the stock has been trading. The last couple of days, it's been back and forth between 13 and change and, the high 12 and change. Currently, I am only up about 0.5%, which really doesn't mean anything. Intraday, that could go up and down since it's so little. So I'm not really focused on that right now. More so focused on getting a bigger position in Sonos. But I see myself definitely putting at least $1,000 into Sonos. Definitely might even go at about $1,500 plus. It depends on what happens with the company going forward. As we can see on Yahoo Finance here, when we pull up Sonos's details, we can see that currently Sonos has a market cap of about $1.45 billion. And if we take it back to when I was discussing, revenue for Q3, we remember that Sonos brought in, just under $250 million for the quarter. Now, this might not be what it's looking like every quarter, but if we can assume that they're at around the $200 million range every quarter, they're doing about $800 to $1 billion in revenue at this point. So it's interesting to see that their revenue is so close to their valuation. Sonos is not like these other companies where, they're not even profitable or they're nowhere near what their valuation is. They hold like $10+ billion market caps and their revenues are in the mid millions, like in the mid 400 to 500 million, something like that. So that's another thing that was really interesting to me with regards to Sonos stock. Obviously, that shouldn't be, a single determining factor. But yeah, just the fact that their revenues are right around their, market cap that's not super far apart is intriguing to me. Makes me think that Sonos is, if not fairly valued, close to fair value. With regards to what the stock could do in the short term and kind of what my outlook is for that short to midterm, it's It's definitely very difficult to say, especially with the fact that we just started what could potentially be a downtrend in the market. So who knows, guys? It's really too soon to tell, and it'd be too difficult really to try to guess what would happen in the short to midterm with Sonos. But the facts are all there. They've been consistently growing their revenue for 15 years. They are dropping constant hit products that seem to really resonate with people. They have the potential to drop a lot more diversified products with advancements in Sonos Radio and headphones. So there's a lot of opportunity for the company. I'm more so hoping for the long-term growth of this company at a $1.45 billion valuation. I think there's a lot of room to grow and a lot of room to tag along for the growth of this company. But yeah, so with all of that said, guys, definitely an exciting company, one that I'm rooting for as a music fan, as a music creator. You know, I think it's awesome what they're doing with their products. Like I said, they give me an Apple kind of vibe with the culture that they have within the company, their ambition towards perfection, and getting, you know, just the top quality products that they have. If you're someone that holds that stock, definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know. I'm trying to see who else is getting in on the Sonos stuff. But that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. I wanted to keep it simple, just quickly go over what Sonos is all about and kind of how I'm feeling about them. I'm hoping to put out another video in the next couple of days. I want to get more into the habit of putting on maybe 2 videos a week if possible. It's going to be tough at first just because I'm a one-man team here with regards to the editing and everything. But yeah, just letting you guys know that that's kind of what my goal is going forward, especially since I'm going to be putting much more effort into promoting the channel. So yeah, thanks for tuning in to Life with Dan. I'm thankful for each and every single one of you, and I hope that all of you are able to achieve your investment goals, your business goals, your entrepreneurial goals. Appreciate all of you. Thanks for watching. This is Life with Dan.